In the depths of winter, in a frozen land under siege, one man became a living legend. They called him the White Death. Armed with a simple rifle and unmatched skill, he became the nightmare of an entire army. This is the story of Simo Häyhä, the deadliest sniper the world has ever seen. A man who defended his homeland against overwhelming odds, transforming the bitter snows of Finland into a battlefield of legend. The year was 1939. As Europe descended into the chaos of World War II, a small nation found itself in the crosshairs of a superpower. Finland, a nation of vast forests and resilient people, faced the advance of the Soviet Union. With its army of millions, the Soviet leadership assumed that Finland would be quickly subdued. But they underestimated the resolve of the Finnish people, and they underestimated Simo Häyhä. Simo Häyhä was born in 1905 in the small farming village of Rautjärvi near the Russian border. He grew up learning to hunt and shoot in the forests surrounding his home. These skills, crafted by necessity and honed over years of practice, would later serve him on the battlefield. In 1925, Häyhä joined the Finnish Civil Guard, where he proved to be an exceptional marksman, winning countless shooting competitions. In November 1939, the Soviet Union invaded Finland in what would become known as the Winter War. The Soviets expected a swift victory, but the Finns had other plans. The Finnish army, though vastly outnumbered and under-equipped, knew the terrain and the brutal realities of their winter landscape. It was in this context that Simo Häyhä joined the fight, armed with his Mosin Nagant rifle, no scope, and dressed in a pure white snowsuit, perfectly blending into the frozen wilderness. Häyhä's method was simple yet devastatingly effective. He would lie in wait, concealed among the snow and trees, never using a scope, as the glare could reveal his position. Instead, he relied on iron sights, using his keen eyesight and extraordinary patience. The temperature would often drop to -40 degrees Celsius, but Häyhä remained motionless, waiting for the perfect shot. His targets were Soviet officers and soldiers, each carefully chosen, each shot delivered with precision. Simo Häyhä was something of a phenomenon. By the time the Winter War ended, he was credited with over 500 confirmed kills in less than 100 days, a feat that has never been surpassed. His accuracy, his discipline, and his ability to use the environment to his advantage made him one of the most effective snipers in history. To the Soviets, he was a ghost, a nightmare that struck fear into their ranks. The Soviets tried everything to eliminate Häyhä. Artillery strikes were called in, squads of counter-snipers were deployed, and they combed the forests for the elusive sniper. But Häyhä was always one step ahead. His familiarity with the terrain and his mastery of camouflage made him nearly impossible to find. To his enemies, he became known as Belaya Smert, the White Death. Häyhä took every precaution to remain invisible. He packed snow in front of his rifle to reduce muzzle flash, and he kept snow in his mouth to prevent his breath from giving away his position. He was not only a sniper, he was a master of psychological warfare, using fear and uncertainty to paralyze his enemy. Every shot fired by Häyhä echoed not just in the immediate silence of the forest, but across the ranks of the Soviet soldiers. Häyhä's impact on Soviet morale was profound. His effectiveness was a testament to the power of one determined individual against overwhelming force. But Häyhä's war would not end unscathed. In March 1940, during a close engagement, he was finally hit by an exploding bullet, leaving his face severely injured. He was pulled from the battlefield, barely alive, and spent days in a coma. Against all odds, he recovered, waking up just as the Winter War came to an end. Simo Häyhä was a hero to the people of Finland, a symbol of what can be achieved through courage, determination, and skill. He never sought glory, and he spoke little of his achievements, but his actions during the Winter War became a legend that endures to this day. After the war, Simo Häyhä lived a quiet life, returning to his farm and the peaceful forests he knew so well. He was a humble man, uninterested in fame, despite his incredible wartime record. When asked about his success as a sniper, Häyhä simply replied, "I did what I was told, as well as I could." His story is not just one of warfare, but of resilience, of a man who defended his homeland against incredible odds, embodying the very spirit of Finland. The story of the White Death is a testament to the strength of the human spirit, a story of a single individual who, armed with little more than his skill and determination, stood against a seemingly unstoppable force. Simo Häyhä may have been just one man, but his legacy is one of heroism, reminding us that even in the harshest winters, the will to fight for one's home can never be frozen. This is the story of Simo Häyhä, the White Death of Finland.